Yo, YouTube side. I'm having the restream glitch again, so I'm gonna run intro again and buy some time. I may have to take this one down if I don't get Twitch side working again, but we'll see. All right, I kind of don't know what to do now. It's still not working on the Twitch side. Fuck's sake. Run the intro again. I already did it twice. I'm gonna kick it. I just wish to kick it on the YouTube side, I didn't have to possibly redo the entire room y'all are in right now. It's a little annoying how that works. So if I reset it to make sure the Twitch side works, I lose the current one I'm in on this side on YouTube because they work question mark. I'm going to try something. If this goes down, recheck on the YouTube side. There should be another video or URL link or stream link, whatever the fuck, however YouTube does it. But this should hopefully fix the Twitch side. Hopefully. Cool. uh, what do I do?
Nice.
Not quite. Here's the crummy thing. So, I could just make this a YouTube exclusive stream, and at this rate, I might as well just. But, the game I was going to play has Twitch integration. So, that means I can't use it. Cool. Oh my god, dude. I don't know. I'm not sure what to do here now. Oh. Didn't realize that was on. Well, I did say I was going to start on Saturday, so I wonder if this was just a sign not to stream tonight. Claire, you cut out there for like 50 seconds? That's weird. Am I having some internet issues? There's been weird hiccups lately. It's not super fast, but it seems fine. Yeah, there's no Discord announcement because the Discord announcement is set to auto-post on Twitch going live. And since for some unknown reason the Restream server's not streaming to Twitch, you guys might just be getting an exclusive stream tonight. I don't know. This wasn't meant to be much of a stream. I was gonna screw around with like an incremental game and then maybe play like Mario 2 or something. That was it. I know how my luck works, and the second I decide that I am not going to do the Twitch side and it becomes a YouTube exclusive stream, the second I agree to that is when the fucking server's gonna work and the YouTube and the Twitch side will work. I'm calling it now. Go beat up Roy again? No, that took way too long last time. Beating up Roy, I'm going straight to 5 to do it. Alright, screw it. YouTube, you get something exclusive tonight. Hey Frozen, how you doing? To be fair, you could say you will do a YouTube exclusive stream until Twitch works. I guess I could also say that too. Ay, ay, ay. If it wasn't for the fact that to take down the YouTube one, I have to create a new video file and everything, it wouldn't be as bad, because Twitch doesn't necessarily have that issue. You could learn how to speedrun Mario 64, and I don't like Mario 64 that much. It's taken me years to come around on the side of it. I don't think I want to make myself hate it by doing that. Yeah, hang on, Jacqueline. Good news, that work bullshit I told you about at MAG, I don't have to worry about it because I got a call from an interview while on the flight back. And today they offered me the job on the spot. Unfortunately, it starts at 5 a.m., so I'm joining Bot Squad. Well, still, congrats, Jacqueline. Hell yeah. What about Animal Crossing? Yeah, you're all picking stuff I've gone on the record for absolutely loving. Galaxy, then? At least that's a bit more on the nose. Eh, screw it. We'll still play the game I was gonna do. It's just, since it's not working right, we'll just play it. But that doesn't mean I ain't got no integration I can use, which is a bit of a bummer. Dana came back to my dreams a few nights ago, and I'm even more confused now. What day was that exactly, Frozen? And I guess, what did she do? Oh shit, volume warning. Oh good, there's no volume. Well, no one goes deaf today. Oh, I didn't even set the game. I'm surprised it actually just knew right. Wait, what one's capturing it? What? Oh, that's weird. But that works, I guess, so. So yeah, don't know why Twitch side ain't working, but hey YouTube, guess you're getting an exclusive Hangout tonight. I don't know why it's not streaming the Twitch side. The restream setup we use sometimes just glitches like that. Usually it glitches and just doesn't work, period. So I'm most confused by this. Love the Unknown, thank you so much for the egg. It was 4 days ago and she gave me a really hard riddle, so my brain is trying to figure out what it means. Oh, interesting. Thank you so much for playing Gambler's Tales. We're a two-man team and working on this game in our free time. Finding issues, bugs, or feedback, please reach out. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, cool. Alright, so this is just an incremental game. Just flip coins. Super! That's pretty much all there is to it. Super! So super, it's not even on this screen? What the hell? Oh, yes, it is. It's just blending in. That's why I couldn't see it. Rio the Mountain Hermit says, here's some monies for a chill night on YouTube. Thank you, Rio. Appreciate it. Dale, I also saw your bits earlier on the Twitch site saying hi, YouTube. I genuinely don't know why it's not working. But like, I know we had to kick it the other day because it was being stupid. So, I guess it's just another night of that. I'm just gonna like hang out for like an hour or so. I was just gonna be like, hey, y'all wanna just chat? I was gonna do the Twitch integration on this, but I can't if we're not streaming on Twitch, so. Automatically flips copper coin to make earning effortlessly. One of many, buy your first help. Oh, achievements are gonna pop up because I'm using PC no work. Or game no work, rather. Let's manage to dodge con crud as well. I am tired, but I'm chalking that up to being like 3 trips in a month. I'm just chalking up to that. I'm fucking tired because of that. But sick doesn't seem to be the case. Just fatigued, which is somewhat normal for me. Overworking. I mean, like, it wasn't that much work. Like, 2 shows to throw in controllers. And then the charity marathon. With 4th trip coming up, TRG. We don't know the date for that yet. At this rate, it might be February or March. Because we don't need to, New achievement, not on my watch. Wake a helper up. Oh, that's cool. What was I gonna say? We don't technically need to do a recording trip until, like, April. Because we don't have... We'll have enough Mario Party boards to probably make it to April. Pro controllers looked amazing from the Twitch feed. I'm glad that the MAGFest capture is always pretty solid, so that looked like that was a good time from there. You likely got the post-event exhaustion, just like post-vacation exhaustion. I mean, it's that, yeah, but during the actual event too, I passed out. Like, literally, you probably, if you were there, you probably barely saw me Saturday. I slept the majority of the day. I didn't actually make it down to the con until, like, 9:30. That's how out of it I was. And the reason for it, as far as I can tell, was because I decided to, this trip I decided to try to be more femme on it. I decided I was going to actually make this my first trip I actually, like, did my makeup and stuff like that, and wore, like, my actual outfit I picked up at Torrid. And I think that added to the stress of it, and is partly what knocked me the fuck out. At least that's what I'm chalking it up to. And you looked fucking amazing doing it. Well, thank you. Leisure got up around 11:30 at MAGFest. I mean, to be fair, my alarm was going off at 11:30. See, I got 9 hours of sleep on that Saturday. Woke up, Reese got up and got ready. I stayed in bed, kept tossing, like, kept falling back asleep. Got up around, like, 2:30 or so. Showered, ate, did the post for TRG, and then went back to sleep. Reese came in around, like, 5:30, and she's like, are you okay? You're sleeping still. Like, do you need, like, you know it's 5:30, right? And she's like, and I'm like, oh shit, I was supposed to be at a party at 5. So I rush to the party, get there at 6, and I'm just exhausted while I'm there. I get back from it and go right back to bed. I was just so exhausted. I've never been that exhausted. You looked a lot happier, that's for sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. To be fair, that's your first major event actually showing that you've come out outside of streams, isn't it? I mean, I guess, like... Well, I've done 3 Yeah, I've done 3 Throne Controller shows now since coming out. And it's my 4th con I've gone to since coming out. We did Too Many Games last year, like a month after I came out. Or 2 months, rather. Then I went to PAX West. We didn't run the show there, but I went to PAX West. Then we did Too Many Games, and I guess the charity marathon too, and then MAG. So, but that would have been, like, MAG was the first con I actually literally did my makeup on. So.
Shit! Just play your fucking music.
Gold, what in the world? Welcome back, Claire. You need to add more drywall into your diet. Pick up Drywall Simulator. Pick up Big Hops, a 3D platform you play as a frog. What in the world, dude? Thank you, Gold. I appreciate it. You looked really good. Well, thank you. Do you think it's something to talk to your doctor about, maybe? Your exhaustion as of late? See, I think it's just stress. It's just stress and pushing myself too hard. I don't think I need to talk to my doctor about that. I just need to take it easy. Oh, yeah, shit. Hang on, pup. Yeah, we're just over here tonight. Since for some reason the Twitch side's not working today of the restream, so we're just over here too. And this is YouTube exclusive tonight. Wait, what outfit was it? Just the blue black one you wore in Throne Controller? No, I've worn that a bunch. So you were not joking when you said it was going to be overwhelming. I deadass almost blacked out after Throne Controllers. I told you, you picked an interesting con to start with, Skylar. Praise the tripod. Jesus Christ. The fucking tripod. Hang on. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about with my other outfit, I wore the bomber jacket. I didn't wear. I wore my femme outfit, so I had like a tank top on and like flare jeans, but I didn't take any good fucking pictures of it. So like this is kind of all I got is just this selfie I took, and this is not a great selfie, all things considered. You can barely tell I did any makeup, but like, you know, I was having a good time there. Like if any con I was gonna be able to do that at, it was gonna be MAGFest. So. Do I have the mod dinner picture? I mean, I guess I have that too. Let me grab that. I didn't even like how I looked in those pictures, if I'm making sense, because half the pictures I'm either blinking or turned to the side talking to Pop. You look happy, Claire, and that's the most important? I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess that's the main thing to take away from it. That's fair. Why can I not media search? On desktop, it would be so much easier. Amber took the pictures. Let me just go look at Amber's DMs. Which of these is worth showing? I guess this one. Pop that one and pop number 4. Yeah, so every year at MAG, we do a mod dinner. So like a bunch of the mods get together and we just take a picture together and stuff like that. So it's just funny, like the progressive, like, of everyone over the years. You can especially tell with me at some point. I don't have any of the other pictures, like the previous year pictures here, but like, yeah, that's how I was basically dressed for like day one. So it was hard to get used to. I'm not used to dressing like that. I'm not used to having my shoulders exposed, of all things. That's what I had to get used to more than anything else. You're not live on Twitch? Yeah, I know. I posted about it. It's not working. This is YouTube exclusive. You look like you just came from the Air Force. I don't know if I go that far. Felt on the shoulder exposure. Yeah, no, like I was at dinner and I took the jacket off. I was just like, this is weird. This is so fucking weird. However, the Twitch alerts are still kicking in. Yeah, I know. People just end up like going in there and posting on it. Kira Knight says, hey, I'll end up losing a chunk of my weight and stamina from the December flu and have been building myself back up for 2 weeks at this point. Though I've been progressively working on reestablishing a consistent flow of drawing as I get back to being more involved with the Buru. Here's to the YouTube edition of Power Hour. Yeah, that's pretty much what this became now, but glad you're feeling better, Kira Knight. I'm going to make a point about this, but please do talk to your doctor about this exhaustion. Even if you think it's just stress, it's always better to get confirmation than to ignore a problem. Like, it's not really a problem, though, at the moment. Like, I'm always tired when I come back from a trip. Like, going to the States stresses me out. As I assume people can probably guess why that would be the case. Don't worry, living in the States also stresses us out. I don't know if that's not as encouraging as you think, but I get it. I did enjoy Mag, but I don't know, like I said, I was tired. New achievement, getting stronger. Find the upgrades tab. Find the tactics tab. Find the info tab. No hats, though. Oh, interesting. Oh, interesting. That's cool. Okay. Well, that probably makes sense to add on there so they're worth more. This game's got builds. Oh my god. At least you can leave the States? That's true. I am very glad to be Canadian. I just wish I didn't have to worry about the whole, you know, being trans-Canadian. I wish that wasn't an issue. Sucks that it is, but it is what it is. Super Lunch Tray. Given the chaos that normally is your stream, it's nice to have a chill one for once. Nice to be here, though work has been tough for me this week, so this is nice. Well, like I said, Trey, this isn't going to be too long a stream, like maybe an hour to two. Although half the tech issues getting started probably will extend it more than I intended to. Spend skull tokens at the capsule machine to give new hats for your helpers.
Super!
Oh, I need 500. Oh my god, these are expensive? Never mind. Whoa! Nicholas, thank you. Holy shit. That should have... Did I not set reuse up? I thought I set reuse up over there. Holy shit. But Nicholas, thank you for the Ryu. Actually, I think I can just trigger a Ryu over here, can't I? I'm sure I can. Hang on. I bet you I can find a Ryu in here somewhere. Yeah, this should work. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat with this one, but yeah.
Ah, that is not a small number.
There we go.
That is a big number.
I actually ran into Tim and Emil at the airport near my gate. Oh, that's so funny. Someone found us, actually, as we were, like, getting ready to leave the airport. I felt a little bad because we were just like exhausted, and they were just like, "Hey, sorry, like, can I ask for a picture?" I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Sorry, we're gonna look really out of it. Hell's bells! I was not expecting you to do the one I was joking with. Oh no, it rolled at random still, Pokeprof. I didn't pick which one. Any plane trouble this trip? No, plane trouble was fine. It's just it was a long trip. The thing with it was we had to, we had a 3.5 hour flight to Toronto, then a 3-hour layover in, and then a 2.5 hour layover in Toronto. Then an 1.5 hour flight there. So it was just a long travel day. Hope you don't have to travel for a while so you can relax. I hope so too. Like, I'm a little... Actually, shit, that reminds me as I'm saying it. I'm a little worried about my dad. I'm hoping I don't have to make a trip over there. Sorry, I'm talking to my mom. Is that okay? Oh, well, I talked to my sister the other day, and she was saying that Mom and Dad were gonna secretly sneak up here for a trip. Because they ended up missing out on Christmas. But, looking like that is not the case, because apparently Dad is getting, Dad got a CT scan done, and now he's gonna have a meet up with a surgeon, because he's considered high risk for surgery. So, you know, naturally kind of a little worried. So if something bad happens, I'm going to be making a detour over there. I just hope that doesn't come to that, you know what I mean? You know what's stressful? Try traveling to Pearson in Canada. Yo, fucking Christmas Eve, or was it Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve? I guess I can check. No, it wasn't even Christmas Eve, it was the 22nd. Yo, the 22nd, December 22nd at Orlando was fucking disgusting. That sucked. Thank you, all the videos you're doing. Well, no, thank you, Nicholas. You're very generous. I appreciate that. Yeah, well, we're just waiting and see. That's all we can do. Dad's stubborn. Stubbornness runs in the family. I'm sure it'll be fine. Bigger hands. Oh, you can't flip silver coins until I get you that upgrade. Oh. Oh, Ref Boy RD, thank you for the gift sub bomb. Hell yeah. Dan Metro Arnold, Great Lakes, Nicholas, Kid Arc, and Zuni all got gift subs. Hell yeah, thank you, Ref Boy RD. I think that means I can actually have more subs now, too. Or more emotes. Because the one thing is I have to get a bunch of subs on the YouTube side if I want to actually add more emotes over here. Because there's a couple added, but not many. Because it's limited. To be fair, I guess that's the same how it works on Twitch, but yeah. Probably want to give them the silver coin flip. Waiting for surgical things suck. I had to postpone my grandma's surgery because the doctor wanted to look into it more, and we don't know what they'll do. I was hoping it's next. That's the shitty thing about it. You never know what's gonna happen with things. Oh, that one seems mean to get. All right, now they can flip the bigger coins. I didn't know sub bombs were a thing here, let alone give subs. Yo, like, YouTube, I will give YouTube some credit. YouTube has kind of caught up to Twitch on a lot of things. Oh god, there's the skill point tree. Oh no. Is this where I start, I guess? That's a bigger tree than I thought it was going to be. Yikes. So the way I see it is just like, YouTube's definitely been improving, and that's why co-streaming to me seems important to do, especially with like, every now and then Twitch does a decision that I'm like, what are you doing? So, makes sense. Nicholas, thank you for the gift sub bomb as well. Esper Magic, Random All Ryu, UB Rambo, Scars McLovin, and Blitz Crib all got gift subs just in. Thank you so much, Nicholas. Claire / John will be the first contestant of the real life Running Man. I will pass, because if it's anything like the book, I'll get my ass handed to me. Hard pass. I mean, to be fair, if it's also like the Arnie movie, I'll also pass. No, thank you. Earned my first $1,000. Quick flip. Ah, hell yeah, there we go. I don't even need to click anymore. No, I do need to click. I need to click the bigger ones. Never mind. This flip has a lot of catches to it. The remake was pretty good. I heard so many mixed things about it, but like, it's so hard for me to watch it because I'm such a big fan of the Running Man, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. Because like, that is one of my favorite Arnie movies. I think it's a good balance of like him kicking ass and him getting his ass kicked, which is kind of a hard balance to do with Arnie. And most of his movies don't do that, or like they have like their moments like Commando and stuff like that. Have you ever thought about submitting a hot take to Game Court one time? I have thought about it. I was actually ready to stand up and defend one, because they accidentally showed that Mega Man one. I totally would have stood up for that Mega Man one. YouTube has its quirks. I would love to be on par with Twitch, but then again, the VOD storage isn't limited. The one thing that annoys me about YouTube's VOD storage is that if I, like, there's a live tab and a videos tab on YouTube. I can't have a stream in both. If I do, that means it's on the channel twice, which is obnoxious. I would like it to be in that. Like, I've had some people that didn't even know I stream on YouTube simply because there's nothing in the live tab. So yeah, I don't know. The way I see it, though, it's important to do both. This year, I'm trying to make a big push on things. I feel like everyone in my group is kind of trying to do that. It seems like this is the right year to do it. The right time to do it, rather. Jiggy was having a big talk with me at MAG, and he talked about this thing that I had been, like, looking into for a bit. A bunch of people have been doing, what do they call it, 24/7 channels, at least on Twitch. Where basically they just have a channel that just airs all their VODs 24/7. So literally you can just turn on, like if I'm not live, you can just go to this channel and you can just watch previous VODs whenever you want. Just whatever's running through it. Or nap time channel, I guess is someone to call it. Background noise channel, whatever you want to call it. But like, he was, like, I had been already thinking about the idea because I saw Future Man was doing it and his idea, it looked really cool. And then Jiggy was like, you should do this. You have like 12 or 13 years of VODs. And I'm like, yeah, I really should, actually. That would be interesting, but I feel like you would have to be cognizant of intermissions. That's the one downside, is there would be literal gaps in the VODs, but that's just the danger of it, I guess. I don't know. I like the idea. I think I'm going to do it. Sounds like a very overcomplicated playlist, TBH. True, but it does give us another channel, which means we get more options for emotes and stuff like that, and it's another source of revenue that people can do to watch things when I'm not live. Because there's people on Twitch that aren't going to watch me on, like, watch the VODs on YouTube and vice versa, so there's merit to it. You could hire someone to cut out the intermissions? Ah, yes! Enjoy cutting out 12 years of intermissions, Cole. Josh does this pretty well, actually. Maybe chat with him on how he does it. Josh does the same thing that Jiggy does, from what I've been told. Cole would enjoy the pay. I know Cole's editing rate. I don't want to pay his editing rate for 12 years of VODs. Because it would be so much. Plus, to be perfectly honest, there's shit in some of the intermissions I would want to keep in there because some stuff actually happens that's worthwhile during intermissions. There was another way I've seen people do it on YouTube, which was trimming VODs as a whole or just keeping info dumps from the video essays. Yeah, but like, again, too many years of VODs to do it with. And plus, we do highlight reels and stuff like that too. We have the shorter ones, and I have longer ones as well too. I just was mainly uploading that on the LP channel. But maybe that's not a great idea. I don't know, man. Like, there's a bunch of things I need to figure out this year. I'm trying to get all the YouTube stuff done this year. I want to get the LPs done. It's just more of a commitment than I expected when I was, like, taking it up. That's 100,000 for Glide, shit. Ah, yes, a deranged GoCom conversation that only happened in intermissions. Yeah, exactly. I feel like some people like that shit. I feel like that should stay in there just for that alone. The comeback video is gonna be amazing. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be that. I'm basically gonna be like, hey. I feel like I'm gonna have the post in like on the LP side on the social media. We're like, hey, I found the milk finally. All the stores were out of it for a couple years. I hated that I had to take that break. I really didn't want to take that break, but like, even my therapist was like, you need this break right now, and I was still figuring out Claire, so that's how it goes. 24-hour stream for the highlight reels. I mean, could do that. That's the only worry. Is there any serious moments during an intermission? Not sure what to treat those. That does cause a bit of a conundrum. Dad left to go get milk and a pack of cigs. Mom came home with some massive boobs. Not yet. We're working on that. I mean, as much as you can, I guess. Do a Celebration 24 live stream to celebrate it? I mean, I don't know. I'll figure something out. I think it might be just a fun side thing to do, because like, then it gives y'all stuff to watch when I'm not around if you want to. It's funny saying this on the YouTube side when I'm talking about something specifically Twitch connected, but I don't know. Jiggy made it seem really easy, and like even if only a couple people watch it, then like that's still worth it. If it makes its money back managing it, which shouldn't be that much, like, then it's just worth doing just for the sake of having it. Just edit all the intermissions together? That is, like, the worst idea. That's such a bad idea. Here's a stream of basically nothing. Here's every time Claire had to go get her cat. Yeah, some of the VODs would have to be omitted for various reasons. Now that I think about it, yeah. You know, people would watch it. Look, people will watch a lot of things, as I've learned. But I want at least what they're watching to be somewhat worth it. Rio, I don't know about crowdsourcing the trimming. I don't think that's necessary. Could do a comp of all the bagel moments, baby, not just 24/7. I mean, we've had bagel for almost a decade now, so like that's a lot of streams to cut through. The problem is it's kind of a daunting thing to worry about in general because of that. But it would give me something to do with like all these freaking hard drives I have full of streams. An art block comp on one of those sleep time channels? Not a bad idea, but I would probably want people's like permission for doing something like that. If it was just art block comps. I don't know, there's nuance to it, basically. There's things I gotta figure out still. And here's where Claire's egg cracked 2 years worth of content later, and this is where Claire realized it cracked. I fucking hate that. God damn it. Copper Alchemy gives 50% more cash, dramatically increasing their worth. Ooh, hello. Yes, please. 14, now they're worth 19. Really, really, really stupid idea. 20% VOD channel, but every minute it switches to a random point in a random VOD. Oh my god, that would just be white noise the channel at that point. Even I would be like, oh my god, my ADHD can't keep up with this. If and when you decide to fully change your online name and channels, just turn this Twitch channel into the 24/7 vid channel. I don't think I can. Honestly, I don't think I can get rid of Proton John. I think I am unironically stuck with the name. Because I've had it for so long at this point. We always get people coming in being like, oh, I didn't know you streamed. And I've been doing, or like, I watched you as a kid, stuff like that. Giving up all that would be horrible. Especially considering how, like, things have been going on the Twitch side for, like, viewership's down for, like, everyone there. So any little bit of viewership helps, so. I think if anything, it's worth making the secondary channel for the Claire named channel just be as, like, a side content one or something like that. Something I can just mess around with and do whatever. Kind of like how Tim has, like, Bimothy Tishup. I mean, like, I don't know why I even want, like, Tim has, like, what, how many YouTube channels at this point? 4? Like, I can just kind of do whatever I want. It's just I need to make sure I'm doing things, is really the kicker. Do I want to save up for the gold? Probably should at this point. How much money do I get off the gold coins? 700. Yep, worth it. Would a Proton rebrand? Proton itself is probably way too generic, yeah. Oops. Didn't mean to click on achievements. Jealous Guy, Nintendo Sun, Breaking in CS, and Bimothy Tishup. Yeah, that's 4. Oh, he has a 5th one that's not in that list. It was an ASMR one that he never actually officially said was his, but you can tell it was him. But I don't remember the actual, like, name of it. Next year's May is the 10-year anniversary of Dokkan LP finishing. Are there any plans for TRG to connect? We wanted to do Journey, the DS one, but it just wasn't as interesting visually as it was, like, Kingdom was. It had so much less personality. And then there was the whole issue of, shit, what was the issue we had with that? Oh yeah, we needed, like, multiple copies of it, because otherwise they didn't let you use the entire map, and a bunch of, like, graphics were missing. And Journey was never a cheap game to begin with, so it was just, like, it was just a mess. I have the idea of doing the PS1 game re-release that they did last year in the pocket, but, like, there's no guarantee. If we do anything like that, it might just be a stream thing. Was it ASM fast? ASM fart? I don't know. I don't remember what the name it was, but it was specifically not him. The only reason I even know about it is because I think it came up on the subreddit, the TRG subreddit. Was it about just the PS1 game? Yeah, no, that one seemed interesting. I heard like that one had a Sword of Fury or something like that. I heard that one had some interesting things in it. Honestly, was just thinking this stream is just so beautifully chill. I would be legitimately interested in an ASMR channel. Claire SMRE, if you will. Okay, we should go to bed now. Go to bed, Rep, but thank you so much. I could see myself doing ASMR. The problem is I'm a naturally loud person. I can't do like top tier ASMR, but I could probably do something a bit more calming, relaxing. I would just need something to talk over that I would, you know, just give you a low energy thing to talk about. I feel like I could do one of those things where you just have a channel where you just kind of talk about mundane things and just in a calming, peaceful tone and just see how people feel about that. Something like that. I think that would be funny. Or at least, like, interesting in a level. Oh, no, I ain't doing Newfie ASMR. F that. I struggle to stay in my accent nowadays as it is. New what? Oh, new. So I'm from Newfoundland, and I have what's called a Newfie accent, where Noza talks a little quicker, and he goes on about stuff like that. Like it's a dialect basically. So, but I don't lean into it that much anymore because you know it's hard for people to understand. So, muscles. Shockwave coins trigger smaller coins upon landing. Okay, that's an interesting one. You know how you do ASMR when opening new games? You could do that, or maybe you could do some tapping on some of your games. Like, I don't know about doing actual ASMR. That's the only thing I'm not sure about. Reverse ASMR where you make uncomfortable and jarring noises on the mic for April Fools? That would just be mean. It's a funny idea, though. Kind of like that. Get another gold coin in here, I guess, since they're so worth so much. But they take, like, I'm not really doing much with these right now. How much do I need to get these guys to be flipping the silvers? Oh, I need, for myself to be flipping, I need 100,000. Ugh. I don't understand ASMR. I can hardly hear it. And what's up with rubbing stuff on the microphone? So it just appeals to certain people, like. If it doesn't do anything for you, then it doesn't. That's just kind of how it goes. Okay. Helper focus. You can decide what coins should be flipped by helper. +5 a copper coin flipped by helper. Oh, I have to. Oh, that's prestiging. No, not yet. Basically, it triggers a tingly feeling in the back to relax you. Yeah, that only works for some people. Other people get uncomfortable by it, so it is an acquired taste. It doesn't work for everyone, basically. Crown! Ushanka! Diver! Bucket! Wool hat. Alright, how do I give him hats? There we go. Equip hats. I get it for half my body. My left feels ASMR, my right doesn't, and it's weird. That's actually really interesting, Cherry. ASMR channel where it's just a regular stream, but the mic and alerts are muted, so it's just game audio. I don't think that's gonna quite work. Maybe that's just me. Oh boy, what do I want to put points into at this point? I guess let's get another couple helpers. Been using ASMR channel to help sleep for over a year now. It's so helpful for those. Yeah, Emil does the same thing. I don't know. I usually don't have a problem sleeping, which is a godsend. I ended up teaching myself, I guess, how to get past like any sleeping issues for the most part. Doesn't always work, but it's fairly successful. I listen to Luca to sleep. I know a couple people do. I know she always gets asked to bring back Relaxogen. Like, there's always people asking about that. Is it funny that I've slept to the Battletoads race before? I don't know how y'all can sleep to like this screaming streams and videos we've done. I'm always impressed when people can do that. But I don't think I could ever. Didn't she forget the password to that or something? Possibly. I know she also, like... I don't think she's probably wanted to work on it for a while. I don't know for sure, but I think she doesn't access it or isn't able to. Something like that. I think it was like the email account associated with it was deleted or something like that. It's got a weird thing about it. How many upgrades did I need to get that quick one to show up? To be fair, the times I fall asleep while watching your streams, it was never intentional. I mean, also fair. Also very fair. I just need something while talking, otherwise my brain eats itself because I can't stand silence and white noise and nothing. I don't know, I find it's like I have tinnitus. I have some level of tinnitus because I'll hear ringing eventually in my ears, and like even then I like silence to some degree. If I want to just relax. If I want to actually like stay awake, I need noise, but if I don't mind and just am cool with like possibly drifting off or just kind of like meditating and shit, silence works really good. Or even just like the tinnitus hum sometimes works good for that. Do the Trogdor song in the most Newfoundlandian accent possible. I don't know how to do that. I don't know if I could. Because, like, like, singing doesn't usually keep your accent, is something I've noticed. Especially for me, like, I don't usually hear my accent when I'm singing. Yeah, that point I'd either be like, word speaking it, like, Trogdor, yes, boy, Trogdor, like something like that. It's not quite the same. I don't know. Yes, boy, there he is, burning in the countryside, I suppose. Yeah, not quite the same. Wait, do I want another gold coin or should I start saving up for something here? I can up how much the gold coins are worth. I can do shockwaves, which might be helpful. There we go. Trogdor annotated like a nature documentary? That's gotta exist, right? There's no way it doesn't. I would be stunned if it didn't. Have I ever tried log chopping? Yes, I have. I'm not a fan. I would much rather use a chainsaw, and even then, still not a fan. I have weak baby arms. I can't hold on to. I don't have the stamina or the strength to hang on to like an axe or a chainsaw. Chainsaws, like, if you never used one before, they will vibrate your arms very violently, and your arms will feel numb if you're not used to it or not careful, so. Also, you kind of have to be careful how you chop down trees and stuff like that, because otherwise things will just start flying around, or a tree will land on you, and that ain't great. Worked in forestry, can confirm the chainsaw fact. Yeah. Made arms weaker in exchange for boobs. Yeah, well, apparently I didn't exchange boobs enough. Or didn't exchange for boobs enough. I feel like I'm getting ripped off on the conversion rate here. I'm from New York, never been told I pronounce coffee weird. I can hear the way I pronounce it, but I don't know how I'm supposed to pronounce it differently. Will you say, like, coffee? Because I know some people say, like, coffee and coffee. Like, you stress the aw sound on it. Or you could be like me and just be like, I want some coffee, eh? I like to think I don't have much of an accent, but then the one time my mom and I had taken a trip to Atlanta, everyone immediately clocked me as being from Michigan. See, that's wild. Like, I don't think I have much of an accent either, but I've definitely had people who are like, oh, you're from Newfoundland. And, like, it's just because of the way I slur some letters. So, you know, shit's wild.
Goldman!
I'll share my boobs,
know
Claire.
what you're
Fury,
doing?
please. Please.
I don't.
What?
Alright, I'll hang off on this one because it looks like there's going to be a chain reaction of things here, Rio. I'll wait till you're done. What should I put money into here now? I guess golden bounty's not a terrible idea. Probably hard worker. How are people still triggering alerts? Oh, some people are literally going back over to Twitch to activate them. It's because like the stream elements link still works. I don't have to be online for people to use that.
What?
It's just specifically if you're using YouTube specific setup, it's gonna drop the
Goldman,
super.
do you know what you're doing?
I don't.
What?
I don't like tea at all, Dan, if I'm being real, and I don't like coffee at all, so I don't like warm
Goldman,
drinks. So I don't even like soup all that much.
Doing?
I don't.
Does that mean that someone could startle you by triggering an alert when you're offline, or would it only happen if you're streaming? It would only happen if I had
What?
OBS open. So if I had OBS open and someone did that, yes, it would startle me. I've definitely had OBS open during like TRG recordings and stuff like that, and then suddenly got an alert and it threw me off. But it's rare. It doesn't happen that often. Most people would rather get my reaction while I'm actually like live. So usually if I need to like record something in OBS, I'll usually go to a tab that doesn't have alerts on it so I don't get interrupted just in case. Alright, looks like this is the whole thing for Rio. Just gonna warn you that I have a gigantic text dump across several donations because I went to MAGFest and there's a lot I felt I needed to process just by writing it down, and it took a lot more than I thought, so it's all running together. I need to look at the past week and at myself, and I feel good with myself with saying this. MAGFest changed my life.
Goldman,
Or rather, going to meet the people... Oh, no, it's still going. No, this was the last one. Okay.
I don't.
Or rather, going to meet the people I regularly talk to online and actually seeing them in flesh and blood. And actually seeing that they're people. Going about their lives like people and having their cares and wants and ideas like people. And caring about me and sympathizing with me like people. Like actually me and accepting me, which was a lot. I'll have you know that I broke down in tears a few times before leaving the con, and then I got home and life happened, and I didn't quite get the chance to process everything I went through over there, and I'm already tearing up. Just by writing this is bringing feelings forth. Jack, Sheena, Zelda, Esper, Chi, Silver, Seven, it's so much. Meeting you especially of all people, that moment lingered. You practically glowed, woman. People were honestly themselves in that convention. It actually hurt coming back home, it generally did. But I talked a bit with some people. I'd like to go back next year. MAGFest wasn't home away from home, it was home. Thank you, genuinely thank you. Thank you for everything you've done for us. On behalf of all of us, keep on shining like the star I saw you as in person. is the kind of thing that genuinely gets me through some rough days. Just hashtag fly free, girl. Keep on being the stubborn B word that I know you are. Thank you. We'll be watching. It's very sweet, Rio. Thank you so much. And like, I don't know, like, I'd like to think I'm always me when I'm in person. I like to think I'm not that different when I'm like the version of me I'm showing y'all now isn't that much different. But like, I get it. I'm also when I'm in work mode, I kind of give off a different vibe, I guess, at least partially. So I get it to a degree. But I mean, also I guess just getting to be in full Claire mode was also kind of nice, because like I said, if there's any con was not going to give a shit about like how I was presenting, it would be MAGFest, because there were so many trans people there. MAGFest changed me as well. Felt good to meet as many of the communities I did. As an odd kid, even though I'm Australian, I never left the country. I always got told I sounded British. That is surprising. I don't hear the Britishness per se in an Aussie accent. That does surprise me. Make it rain coins. It's just nice to see you in person and be your authentic self. I mean, I don't know. When I'm me, I'm me. I don't know how else to word that, I guess. I'm not very complicated of a person. I've got my moments, sure. But I'd like to think there's really what you see is what you get for the most part. Sure, like, depending on where you're seeing me, you might get different vibes from that. Like, I know the TRG me and this me or have some degrees of difference. Like, I don't have to be constantly in snark mode, or I don't have to constantly be in, like, a mothery mode, or whatever, you know, etc., etc. But I guess it just really depends on, like, different variables and situations at the end of the day, right? When I eventually come to see you at Throne Controllers at MomoCon, I will say that you both online and in person. Like I said, I don't think I'm that different. No one truly knows their own intricacies. I mean, I guess. Like, I had a bunch of people complimenting me, saying like I was glowing and stuff like that when I was in girl mode, full girl mode, and I was just like, really? I mean, thank you, but I don't see it. That's self-esteem, baby. There we go. There's silver transmutation. This should start adding up. You were from the photos I saw of day one. And like I said, I don't see it myself, but I guess that's just what it is. That's just who I am, I guess. Plus, it was nice to be in a social situation, like, have some level of break, and be around people that I knew weren't gonna give a shit if I was walking around in femme mode. I'll keep saying it because it's true. You looked fantastic at Mag. Well, again, thank you, but you know, like, it's an adjustment period. Like, that was like the second and third time I'd done my own makeup, and even then I didn't do that much. I did my mascara, I did my eyebrows, and I put on like lip gloss, tinted gloss. So like fairly simple, all things considered. I had maybe a tiny bit of blush on the first day, and even then that wasn't all that much. So like, no foundation, no base, nothing like that. Like, I could still see a bit of my, like, fucking, like, facial hair, lip tint, and shit like that. And it's just, like, I don't know. The way I put it when I was done with Mag is I think I was given a lot to think about at the end of the day. Some good, some bad, you know. Shit to process and think about. right here now. My older brother came back from MAG in major existential / midlife crisis mode. Ooh, that's rough. Anything to think about that you can share? Well, let me put it this way. I booked 4 appointments for electrolysis today because I was just like, I want this shit off my face. The more I had to shave when I was at MAG, I'm like, I fucking hate this. I want this shit gone. Plus, since I actually don't have to worry about going anywhere for a con for a while, I can actually, like, let my face get, like, damage from it and recover, which is rare. Did I get anything cool at MAG? I got some cool art pieces from people. I got a cute one from Cleon. I got a really good one as well from Salty, who's apparently repping the Grand Blue crew. I called her out to her face on that one. I'm just like, God damn it, all you fucking Grand Blue folk. What else was it? Someone gave me a Japanese PS2, so now I can actually do my import games finally. So that's nice. That was very helpful. I think it was TBG Hunter gave me like a really nice bead art wreath. It was like, here, I can show it. I have cameras and shit. Hang on. Let me just quickly do... I guess that was the only upgrade I could afford. I will draw you with pale blue lipstick someday, mark my words. I have. Well, I guess it's purple, but yeah. No, it is blue. I haven't tried those earrings on yet, Amber, so I don't know. They'll probably be fine. Yeah, Hunter, you're the one that gave me the PS2 with Points Point and Young Rhythm. Oh, I didn't realize you gave me with that English fan patch. I didn't look at that. All right, let's see here. Lights working? Yeah, there we go. Do I have cam on here? I have tiny cam. Do I have a better cam? No. Oh, I thought I had a bigger one on this screen. I guess not. Alright. Well, when in doubt. If I could find the right one to click, there we go. Hi. Oh, it's all cut off on the side, too. I guess, first off, this is the... I have blue lipstick. This is just the show that I do. It looks more purple on my lips. So, might have to do with my complexion. But, this is what I got. I don't know how I got this home intact. I really didn't think it was gonna come home intact, but, like, it's solid. Look at this guy. That was incredibly well done on that. This is the art piece that Salty did. It's in plastic wrap, so it's going to reflect a bit there now. It's a very lovely Valkyrie me / Jen / etc. This is the one Cleon did. Again, also really good. Lots of good Valkyrie shit. Reese got me this. Do I have anything else cool I can show? This was Cleon as well. Got me this book, which was very nice. Oh no, I know what I should be showing. Hang on. See if I can get this out here. I forget if it was Zelda or Sheena that got me the 3D printed egg. Not colored, obviously, but still got it. Cleon got me custom Joy-Cons. You can see the Wing Star, the Rosa Star, the different colored buttons. And on the back are stars and foxtail. These are really, really nice. What's that? I have the poster from Buttery that's over there. I've got, like I said, a bunch of games people gifted. I've already kind of sorted back into the collection. That's like more or less everything. Why is that a turn? Okay, hang on. I have to turn the cam back on to resize it, apparently. Did I get any games myself? I picked up 4 things total. I picked up 2 box SNES games, which was Terminator 1 and... Shit, what was the other one? I did these like the other day. Terminator 1 and Miss Pac-Man. I got American Tail 5 Goes West box from Mooch. And I picked up Speedball 2 and WCW The Main Event for Game Boy. Because, like, every time I went to vendors, half of them were closed anyways, and the ones that were open didn't really have anything I was looking for. So I barely bought anything. I printed the stickers for all the Joy-Cons. I feel bad because, like, one of the stickers already got damaged before I even made it back to the hotel. I don't know if it was just damage in Cleon's bag and we never noticed or what, but the Rosa Star is a little damaged. Alright, we got a bunch here. What are we spending this on? Golden Bounty. Probably Silver Transmutation makes the most sense. Put 1 or 2 in there. But we're gonna get most money back from this because what are the silver? Yeah, they're worth 1,000 by themselves now. I went pin crazy this year. I blame Luca's pins for getting me addicted. Luca has some amazing pins, like fucking incredible. I also finally got my Haas plushie, so I got my plush of hers, and she's got the plush of Bagel. So we got our little family here. I got a bunch of freeze-dried bagels, so I can actually give those away if I ever want to do giveaways. Or slip them into, like, event packages or, like, charity marathon packages and stuff like that. I heard you were in the audience during Game Court. MC's reaction to Heavy dying. Oh, yeah, I was in the audience for Game Court. I think I was sitting next to Kirby Volt from what I read. I know there was a bunch of community members I was near. But no, I had a good time. That was a really funny event. There was definitely a couple moments I was just like, I wonder if I should get up on this. And then when I saw that there was a Mega Man one, I almost like I was gonna leap up for that, but they deleted it. So I was like, damn it. So I just YouTube what happened with Twitch. The restream didn't work. Restream only worked on YouTube but didn't activate Twitch, so I said fuck it after like 10 minutes of trying, and now it's just this is YouTube exclusive now. Oh my god, Maniacal and Game Court. I almost stood up at the end of his like rant and was gonna be like, Maniacal, you're demodded for this. Wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked the way I wanted it to, so let it go. Top hat. 3D glasses. Sombrero. There we go. Now we're talking. Oh, if I already have it, they give me some of my coins back. Okay. Colonist. Mohawk. Oh, hey, there we go. Turtle. Claire, if I was there for that brutal question, would you have let me be the one to answer it for the contestant if they didn't get it? I knew you would have known the answer anyways. That wasn't the thing I needed to test. I figured you would have known the answer and I wouldn't even need to have, like, done anything. I just would have been patronizing to the player at that point. Just for the stick? Nah, probably not. Did you see that Gabri beat perfection and got a golden snail at the live arcade pit? I did see that. Oh, hey, speaking of golden. Yeah, that brutal question, the Yu-Gi-Oh one, was actually written by Emil. So, because I don't know much about that game otherwise, so. Although he originally only gave me the 722, he didn't have any notes about the fact that the card number was different. So I had to go dig around for that. At least I think that was the case. I think that was why I had the two answer range for that one. Wait, Emil's into Yu-Gi-Oh? I don't know. Emil just looks up trivia stuff every now and then, so if something catches his eye, he'll write it down. Like, Emil writes a couple questions for the show. The vast majority of the game challenges come from me. Tim does an occasional question, but not often. Like, he did the name of the game, Star Fox one. Ooh, excuse me. A couple of the screenshots were from Emil. I think the first two screenshots were from Emil. That Shovel Knight question was nutty. That one was me. That one was me. Because I had a feeling Battletoads was going to come up because of another challenge thing we had. And I was just like, this would be really funny to me and me alone. So I did it. I felt a little bad, but also the guy didn't even know it to begin with, so he was definitely not getting the point, so it didn't matter. But just being able to yell at the entire audience, "You're all wrong," was just, to me, just that made my day. Fool the entire crowd. Not everyone. Was it Meds knew it, and someone else did. There was at least 2 or 3 people in the audience that got it. But the vast majority of the audience thought it was Battletoads, so. What was the Shovel Knight question? Here, I can load it up. I think I still have the tab on here, or I can get it pretty fast. Yeah, here we go. Let me find the specific spot I played for the actual... Da-da-da-da-da-da. Mute that for a second.
Super!
Somewhere around here. And that was what I played out of the song for people. I did feel bad for the guy because he didn't know it was Battletoads to begin with, so I couldn't do my original plan, which was just to lean in and be like, "Are you sure?" But it did at least lead to the funny thing with the audience. But like when I was trying to replay it for the guy, the audience kept like cheering either for the for the tripod, or we're just like doing noises to the song. And I was just like, guys, I'm replaying it for him so he can hear it. Come on. But I also didn't want to be a party pooper, so I'm just like, all right. And then he asked the third time to hear it again. I'm like, oh man, yeah, I figured as much. The tripod came on screen. Ah, okay. So funny enough, I was at home and didn't know it was Battletoads. I guess Shovel Knight is a joke. Okay, that's really funny. What was with the tripod? Whose was that? That was Emil's. So Emil usually has a camera setup he carries with him so he can film the contestant. But a lot of the cons we go to now have that set up for us already, so we don't need to do much for it. But he just kind of left it on the prize table, and then Tom had fun with it and offered it up as a prize for the winner. And then that's just kind of when things escalated from there, for lack of a better term. You should do it again, but with the Killer Instinct Battletoads theme. That was on my mind, Pop. I almost put in some KI music. They were using it to weigh down one of the posters, and then like Tom offered it as a thing, and then it just became a thing in the show in general. This game is overstimulating me. I gotta hop off. Sorry, chum. Were you gonna honor that? The tripod thing? Apparently from what I heard, the winner didn't want it. Coin noise can be a bit much. I can turn it down. Why didn't y'all just tell me to fucking turn it down? I can just turn it. I have the volume slider right here. But I don't know. I also the kind of person who finds this coin sound relaxing, so maybe that's just why I didn't do anything. Then offer the tripod again next Throne Controllers. I mean, we don't even know when the next Throne Controllers is. We're not the only con we are confirmed for, and I think we're not fully confirmed for this one yet, is Too Many Games. It looks like we're going to be there, but I don't think we've gotten official confirmation. I think we're in the waiting for a contract kind of phase. We've tried for PAX East, and we're waiting to see on MomoCon and OtaFest, so we're waiting on all those. But not official confirmation for any of those yet, basically. Oh, Jacob, we're talking about Throne Controllers that happened last weekend. How long have I been live? I don't want to go too much longer than this, so maybe we'll wrap up here soon. If you went to MAGFest, please take the survey. That can be a factor in deciding which panels come out. Yes, actually. I've always told people this if they want to get us to like their cons. When cons ask for feedback, you can say like which guests you would like to see for future conventions. So if you want TRG or Throne Controllers specifically to show up, you gotta like submit that you want us to come back, or you want me to come, or whatever. Because that's how I ended up at HalCon, was people asked for me. And then eventually, I think they're going to try to get TRG next if enough requests come in from it. But yeah, like fill out those surveys whenever you see like surveys for the cons you want to go to and stuff like that, and like suggest guests and stuff, and then you're more likely to have us appear. Is there a VOD of MAGFest Throne Controllers? Not publicly. MAGFest puts all their VODs up on a YouTube channel, and that's how we get the VOD to put up on ours. But at the moment, nothing is available that we can post. Game Court's VOD exists because Jiggy literally streamed it on his own channel. Jiggy and Josh did, so the Game Court VOD does exist. And that was genuinely really funny. Also, I'll spread the message from the cosplay photo shoot people. Put in you want them to be able to count down again and also give them better speakers. I take it they had to yell instructions for the photo shoots. The VOD for Hallmat's still on Twitch, so I would try to screen record that while you can. I should probably make sure I grab that before that gets lost too, yeah. Again, I wish Throne Controllers would come over to cons in the Midwest. I think you guys did do Anime Iowa one year. That was me specifically. It was me and Reese came. But yeah, that's a case of just like you gotta suggest us to the con. You heard the Mario Kart noises throughout the con? That was them because they weren't allowed to count down for some reason. What the fuck? That is really weird. The photo shoot was constantly the race start sound of Mario Kart, and you could hear it all across the atrium. Oh my god. What's the smallest con you've done Throne Controllers at? It might have been Anime Iowa, actually. Oh, you don't know? That's not true. The original run of Throne Controllers, back when it was just called, like, Video Game Showdown, that was done at Otafest Aurora, which was fairly small. Like, that's like their, like, winter small con. Only a couple thousand total people go to that one, or went to that one at the time. So, yeah, that would be Otafest Aurora, would be the smallest run Throne Controllers has been at, but that was in its old iteration. Otafest Light. Which Tim filled a little bit. Oh, right, because it wasn't Aurora yet. They renamed it Aurora like a year or two later. Out of curiosity, have you ever done New York Comic Con? No, not personally. I've been to New York only once. And that was for a Sega stream event. I thought Otafest was Oatfest? No, because it's Otaku Festival. Is anime. Olmka, yes, I am aware. There should be a pin on Twitch saying why. How is Reese? Reese is doing better. Her arm is a bit sore from the event, but our buddy ALG is a physiotherapist and ended up finding the root cause of what happened, so now she's going to her doctor soon-ish to figure out what to do about it. So now that we have the actual root cause. So he gave her stretches to help with that, and she's definitely been in the improvement. She's been on the mend. But she still can't do, like, heavy lifting with that arm. Ever been to California? Yeah, a bunch of times. I used to go to E3. And we've run Throne Controllers once at San Diego Comic-Con, which is a weird thing to say, but it is true. No, actually, Dill, I've not played any of those. I feel like I've heard about Candy Box, but I've never tried it. Oh, wait, no, that's a lie. I've definitely played Candy Box. Now I know which one you're talking about. No, I played the first Candy Box a long, long, long-ass time ago. Like, still in university long-ass time ago. God, that was so long ago. Holy shit. What's Candy Box? Super old incremental game that's kind of like this. Or I guess it's like Cookie Clicker's a better comparison. Do you want to do art block tonight? I'm not gonna do art block tonight. Like I'm literally gonna just call it here in a couple of minutes. This was just meant to be a short, chill hangout stream. And especially since it became YouTube exclusive, I was just like, eh, fuck it. Big sleepy. I also don't have all my energy back yet, so I didn't want to, like, commit to a full 6-hour stream. Okay, so now we're on a break from cons, or do you have another you're going for? I don't have any currently planned travel for a couple months. The next con, the earliest possible con I could be going to next is PAX East, and that would be the end of March. If that doesn't happen, then it would be either OdaFest, which is here in Calgary, or it would be MomoCon, which is in Atlanta at the end of May. And if those don't happen, it would be Too Many Games in Philadelphia in June. That is the current known schedule for cons. So, like, the first half of the year is either going to be, like, every month or two I'm gone, or it's going to be fairly light. It's not going to be 4 trips in the span of 2 months or 3 in the span of 1, which was just, ugh. That was brutal. That was a lot more than I think I should have been doing. MomoCon is earlier this year on May 21st. Uh-oh. Too Many Games, Story of Claire's Life. Ish. That'd be nice to actually get back to, like, a proper schedule and be able to work on other things, too, so... yeah, so... Saturday's Cookie. That's basically the schedule. Monday, we continue Castlevania Curse of Darkness, and then, like, we're back to normal schedule, basically, for the rest of the month. So, Wednesday will probably be Power Trip next week, because we haven't done Power Trip in a couple months. Get us finally caught back up on that. We're getting there. Only 9 left in this one. Damn it. Oh, new one? Oh, hey, I know him. I know that guy. After Castlevania, will the wheel game clearing start? No, because I need to do Ninja Gaiden 4. So we have 2 more games we need to get done. And that is Castlevania Curse of Darkness, which we're already working on, and Ninja Gaiden 4. After that is when the wheels start. So then, around then, subs will start getting notifications to submit their games and stuff like that. Oh, duplicate again. Dang it. How much are the other ones here? How do I even scroll over these? I can't scroll because I don't have the money. Oh, that's this bar. All right. 6,000, 120,000, 25,000. Jesus. Ninja Gaiden 4 better have Iris with guns? Do you mean Irene? Also, I don't know if it does. It probably doesn't. This game is Gambler's Table. It came out on Steam like, I don't know, like a week or two ago. Actually, it might have only been days ago now that I think about it. Let me check. Store page. Yeah, January 11th. So, fairly early release. It's been fun, though. I'll probably keep playing this in my spare time. But yeah, I'll call it here now. We'll just wrap up for now, and then I'll just, you know, we'll do everything on Saturday and stuff like that. Not gonna lie, Claire, I had noticed that you don't have Diddy Kong Racing completed, so I was thinking putting that up with the added challenge of doing it with Crunch only, but then I thought, nah. No, isn't Crunch like the hardest character to win the game with? Isn't like Tipsy and Tip Top or something like that the easiest one? Something like that? Winners don't use Crunch. Jesus. But also, like, I don't like Diddy Kong Racing, so that's also why I haven't ever done it for game clearing or beaten it myself. Let me rephrase that. I don't like the adventure mode of Diddy Kong Racing, because I don't like the silver coins. I think the silver coins are bullshit. So that's why I've never thought to put Diddy Kong Racing up as a result. So that's why that one's never happened. If it wins a game clearing option, I'll do it, but I'm not going to have fun with the silver coins, basically. That's the best way to sum it up. Claire, do you have any suggestions on how to stay up to date with new game releases, both big and small? I feel like there are so many games coming out, big and small, I can't keep up. I find there's a couple of indie people I follow for like newer indie releases, and like Giant Bomb and stuff like that will be good for like AAAs and stuff like that, but there is just a lot of games coming out at once. It's fucking hard to keep up with. As someone who managed to play through the entire adventure mode with Crunch, with hard mode enabled via cheats, yeah, it's bad. And I would have you use Diddy Kong for balance. Okay. I thought silver coins were optional. No, you have to do them. At least that's what I was told. If those are optional, I thought the TT stuff was optional. Silver coins are mandatory. Okay, so yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I've never bothered to do it. TT's, okay, so that's exactly what it is. TT's optional because that gets you TT as a character, but silver coins are mandatory. Okay. Oof. Pretty sure silver coins was the reason I never got through the original N64 version. Has anyone played through Mickey's Speedway USA, like the other Diddy Kong Racing-like game that Rare made for the N64? Like, how is that one? I don't know anyone personally that's ever completed it, so I don't know if it's good or bad in that sense. I thought the TTs were plentiful and massive over here. God damn it. Flattery will get you everything. I've only played the Game Boy Color version. That one is obnoxious. It's ... fun. Wow, that's a glowing review, Golden. Do not. Wow. Jesus Christ. All right. Glowing reviews if I've ever seen any. There's a video online about MS USA. The ladder cups are pain with lots of pits. Ew. Gross. Claire, we have to play the DS version of Diddy Kong Racing. Isn't that the one where you need to breathe into your microphone to use the fucking hovercraft? That just sounds like all sorts of miserable. What was that Tetris Disney thing on throwing controllers? That was a Disney's Magical Tetris Challenge for the N64. Published by Capcom. That one's fun. We did a game clearing of that years ago. Guess version is actually easier. Huh, okay. Alrighty. I guess I wouldn't have much in the way of alerts to read out, all things considered. Yeah, because I have a couple eggs like dill for 48. I should have read out all the alerts I got earlier from everyone. Yeah, drywall simulator. Drywall eating simulator, rather. Coal for 101. All the ones from Ryu. Toaster Wolf 99 for 90. Green Power Star for 116. And then I got the ones over here, which were Frozen Hunts for 3. Lovely Unknown with the new sub on YouTube. Real the Mountain Herb and Super Lunch Tree with the supers. Nicholas with a very generous super over here. Thank you so much on that. Ref Boyardee and Nicholas with the gift sub bombs over here as well. Crimson Red Heat and Tired Sloth as well. Oh, what? Sorry. Oh, I missed this one. Hang on, I didn't even read this one. Sorry, Sloth. And I can't seem to click it. Sorry, late comment. New follow. A salty cat didn't sleep the night before con to finish the art. Lol. Love seeing the show for the rest of the night. God damn it. Tell her she's supposed to fucking sleep. She didn't need to do in-person art for it. It was very lovely and I appreciated it, but she should also be fucking sleeping. The rubber banding in Mickey Speedway USA is worse than Mario Kart 64, even on the easiest difficulty. To 100%, you essentially have to do the cup so many times due to getting screwed over by RNG. That sounds miserable. That's what we told her? Oh my god. Bop her on the head, gently. Gently. I don't know if this got brought up already, but the level of petty in Mario Party was beautiful. 10 out of 10. Thank you. I had to laugh at how many people don't realize that I did that because it was because the AI won, not the fact that I lost. So many people were like, oh, Claire did that because she lost. She's so mad she lost the game. No, I'm mad that Emil literally chose the AI over me. That's more insulting. Because we basically, since the channel start, we had an agreement that the AI was never going to win, or win as little as possible. So the fact that he decided to, like, he wanted me to lose so badly he let the AI win intentionally, was big, like, oh, you have made a mistake energy, which is why I kept calling him a fucking moron and shit like that. Which I guess people didn't realize because of nuance or something. I don't know. People thought I'm just being a bitch. Like, no, genuinely, it's because the fucking AI won. So it's treason then. Yeah, exactly. You and your trickster goddess phase is golden. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. But that was basically the end of the revenge arc. Because I got what I wanted immediately. So I wanted to have the throwback. And since I got that, like, it's already been dropped, basically. Like, the final board for Mario Party 1, I don't think I call back to it. I might make a comment about him letting the AI get its second win ever since Mario Party 5 or something like that. But otherwise, like, there's no more, like, I'm targeting you specifically out of spite. So. Leslie, we're not doing Minigame Island currently. We are leaving it up to the audience whether or not they want it, basically. And if we're doing that, we're going to do it after 2 and 3 are done. Ooh, yeah. Glad to see you're doing these YouTube special streams from time to time. This one wasn't unintentional, but maybe I should do it more often. Same with Power Hour. If I didn't end up streaming tonight, this would have been a Power Hour, so. But I figured I would do a full, like, a proper stream, and then the Twitch co-stream didn't work, so I was like, fuck it. I've noticed people in the comments were being weird towards you in particular. You get used to it. Some people just straight up, like, don't like me. So you get used to it. And if they catch you attacking, like, someone they like, they get upset about it. Which is kind of why I'm glad, like, Team Tim has been pretty fucking chill about what happened. Because I'm just like, they were very upset when the Yoshi's Tropical Island board was played. But now they're like, okay, this sacrifice is acceptable, thank you. So because of that, and Tim's went on Magma Mountain, it makes the first Mario Party game you lot have done where all 3 of you and the AI have won a board. I know, that's crazy. All right. I assume that I shouldn't. No, I'm not even bothering checking the carton.
You will give me an Adam.
We'll do that for when we actually get to on Saturday. I guess there's no point doing a raid message since I can't really properly raid on YouTube either, so I guess we're just bouncing then? Team Tim are straight up the glue of this community, and it wasn't for that sect of the community, I think TRG would have probably fallen apart. I don't think so. I don't think any real sect of the community is what's fully holding everything together. Because, like, I hate this, this is going to sound egotistical, I guess. It's kind of more about us. I guess, for lack of a better term. But I do agree that the channel doesn't exist without the three of us. I do agree with that. Maybe we get a Duke before we go. Yeah, sure. Let's see what we got.
Everybody?
Peter, the horse is here.
Good times. It is the year of the horse, or it will be next month. All right. I'll catch y'all on Saturday, folks. Thanks for hanging. This one we'll just keep this up in the live tab on YouTube. This isn't a big deal. We'll just give them the heads up that they gotta skip like like 10 minutes of just intro looping over and over because like the Twitch side's not working.
Disappointed!